saving the public any money.
So that's an area where I don't fully agree with the National Audit Office. If you look at the evidence that is available, I think what they're saying is that the quality of evidence available is not good enough, and that's a separate point. What evidence is available does suggest that universal credit is having a positive impact on employment, albeit small. And we've done some research ourselves that looks at people on universal credit versus a control group, and we've corroborated that. So the evidence that is available suggests there is a small positive employment effect, and I would say that's something to be applauded and recognised.
Bristol's known for its vibrant artistic scene, and in recent years house prices and rents have soared in this city. So much so that for the likes of Max, his van is now home. He works during the day, but this is where he eats and sleeps. He's been priced out of the rental market.
If I want to live any sort of life with sort of a bit of freedom, I can't afford to. I just have to work all my time just to pay the rent and then do that. So this is the only option, really. The best option.
In some areas of Bristol, caravans line entire streets. It's mainly young single men living in them, but can sometimes be entire families. The vans in Spike Kane's neighbourhood, just off the motorway, have all been asked to move on following complaints of antisocial behaviour.
The council put the rent too high, and council tax and the bills, and it's too expensive now.
Is in crisis.
You don't really have a lot to live on. It works out less than £30 a month. If it wasn't places like this, you'd be in trouble.
Families left penniless have been driven to despair.
I'd sell things around the house just to make money so I could put money back in the electric.
Tenants under pressure aren't paying their rent, and some face eviction.
I've had enough. Honest to God, I've had enough.
One of the first councils to experience universal credit has opened its doors to our cameras.
Are you still in a homeless situation now?
Vulnerable people struggling to cope now face an uncertain future. He arrives on time, but there's more confusion.
The woman I want to see is on holiday for a fortnight.
So what have they said to you now? You can't speak to them?
No, got to make another appointment tomorrow. But he said you'd be sanctioned again.
What would another sanction mean?
Another £200 off next month. Absolute waste of time.
Sorry.
I'm shaking with temper now.
Yeah. It's summer and the school holidays.
That's a nice shiny one. Flat one.
Anita and Richard are entertaining the kids as best they can.
They do understand that we haven't got a lot of money to go places, so this keeps them amused, happy.
They're still trying to get back on track after their problems with the universal credit system. They only resolved them with the help of their local MP. But they do have some good news.
I found a new job. Tomorrow will be the end of my second week. So hopefully first wage tomorrow.
Any change in income means a change in universal credit. Because it's paid monthly, they'll have to wait to see how much they'll get.
If Richard gets a good wage, then we don't get nothing.
One parent tells us her child was forced to search for food in bins, and another dad says he didn't eat for 3 days as they waited for their benefit to be paid.
Here in Southampton, Brian also moved on to universal credit in June. He took an advance payment, but was still forced to make use of food banks whilst waiting for his first instalment. He doesn't own a computer, and as a result, he finds using the new system, which is internet-based, quite difficult.
I knew it could be 6 to 7 weeks, and that was it. I couldn't do nothing about it. And then somewhere, I can't remember where I heard it, I could get advance payment if I struggled. I didn't know what I was going to get money, so I asked, and they said, well, you can have a small loan, or we can give you the maximum was half. I eventually got 407, and without food bags I would have struggled,
Several months after his first claim, Brian has also fallen into arrears with his rent and has only narrowly avoided eviction.
Real pockets of worklessness across the country, where idleness has almost become institutionalised.
It was designed to address the problem, which I'm sure does exist, the scale of which you could obviously have an argument about, but the problem of people who do not universal credit actually apply to? Apart from pensioners, it applies to every single person in the country who gets any sort of state support. So you're not only talking about unemployed people, you're talking about unemployed people with children, single parents with children, part-time workers with or without children, people with more than one earner who maybe have high housing costs and lots of children and therefore need some state support. So universal credit is a system designed to drive a small number of work-shy people into jobs that maybe they don't really want to do. That's what it's for, and Ian Duncan Smith is basically on the record as saying that. His moral mission is to drive this number of people, whether it be 10 people, 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, however many it is, he has devised universal credit to address the problem of a certain amount of people who do not wish to take jobs available to them, whether it's because they're work shy, or they simply don't want to do those sorts of jobs, or they just don't think the pay is high enough. So he's devised this carrot and stick approach to try and get these people into.
People will tell you no, and you need to find something.
So hey guys, how you all doing? I'm in Leeds. I've been being the difference today, and I've just come outside of Leeds. It's starting to get a bit dark now. At a place called Pudsey, incredibly gorgeous place, and the views are amazing. So I think what we're going to do is let's get to the van, put the kettle on, and have a conversation.
And that could be a real nightmare. So having a one place for everything seems the logical thing to do. But you know, when you talk about impact for people, the best way to, or one of the ways to go out and find about impact and how change is impacting on people, is to go to the margins. So last year in my local area, when we brought universal credit in, and there was a spike in begging, I went out to speak to the beggars and asked the guys who were begging. I asked the guys what was making them beg, and these are the answers. What do you think makes people beg?
Universal credit.
Well, universal credit. What else makes